So that just kind of gave people a chance to bake from their house or cook from their house and deliver it straight to the client. Yeah. San Diego has really grown. I mean, you can go from amazing home cooking to really good street food to Michelin-star restaurants all within one day. And San Diego has a lot to offer in the food scene without the traffic of LA, which
Yeah,
is the
I
best
think
part.
also you get a little bit spoiled here because I still think there's room to go. I come from bigger cities, Toronto, LA, New York, big cities, much more competition, I would say.
Yeah, but
So
nobody move here. The city sucks. We don't want people to drive up our prices.
Yeah, you know what?
We don't want to be the next LA. And based on the amount of housing that's happening now in San Diego, we're on our way to be the next LA. We don't want the traffic jams. We like our chill, cool, slow-paced city. It's definitely evolving and speeding up.
Yes. Do you see a lot of restaurants? Because I know, when people think of, I want to go to a restaurant, but I want to have an ocean view. I want to have that feeling. I want to, and do you notice that there's a lot of more food and restaurants opening up further inland? What do you think? Is that happening, or is that like people still like to be a little closer to the water?
I mean, everybody likes to wine and dine with an ocean view, but there's a lot more housing being built east. So people are opening up restaurants. They're opening up more neighborhood-based joints. I just went to one in like a small downtown area in Lemon Grove, which nobody would think would be, like a place to visit. But I honestly think it's a great destination. The chef team there was in restaurants in La Jolla for 15 years, and they saw an opportunity in the Lemon Grove market, and now it's like a hotspot for East County.
So obviously, okay, you're a food blogger.
Yeah.
Which means you really try a lot of different foods.
Yes.
You're probably sick of it. I don't know if you're not.
Well, I can't really look at another taco, but
yeah. But the thing is like, how would you, if I asked you, I'm like, okay, before I go to a restaurant, what do you look at and say, you know what, I like, you should look at Yelp reviews. You should look at, how would you judge? Is there like ways to know that this restaurant, because what I've heard, there's one thing I remember, I did marketing when I was many years ago, and it's like saying that the number one thing that people look at is how nice are the toilets. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So I'm like, what do you look at when you're like, okay, do I want to go to this place and eat it or no?
I mean, honestly, like I don't really go on Yelp because Yelp is a pay to play a lot more than Google. So I do look at Google reviews. I also look through the pictures. And the biggest thing is I go on their social media. A lot of times if it looks gross, I'm not going. I also look at their open table reservations. If every single time slot is available, it's a red flag to me, unfortunately. And, I also...
Even if they're new?
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're new, if you advertise properly, you should be booked up. If every single time slot is available,
right.
Questionable. It's like someone who can't get a date. It's like, do I want to be dating that person?
Right.
And you have to put yourself out there in a really appealing way to get those dates, to get the reservations. I personally don't go to places where I have to wait in lines. I hate waiting. So ideally getting a reservation somewhere is good, but I do look at their social media to kind of judge the restaurant, because not only are there pictures that they post, but there are pictures by other influencers, by customers that they're tagged in. And it really tells me a lot. That's kind of why I started my page.